Good afternoon guys, and welcome to your daily installment of the MYP service. My name is Roscoe and I run this place, okay? So it's MYP and that stands for Maximize Your Potential. Each day I come to you with some advice, some tips and some guidance on one of the 6 key MYP dimensions, okay? Today we're going to be talking about family and community, and something that my wife and I have been sort of struggling with, trying to get our head around, and that's going to be Christmas. I'm sorry to say, if you're not looking forward to it guys, it's coming around the corner fast and furious, and for everyone with kids it can be a bit of a sticky situation. So today I've got some tips that I know I'll be implementing this year for Christmas, and some advice for you to sort of manage Christmas and your kids' expectations. So let's dive in with your first piece of advice. Let's go. So my first piece of advice with trying to manage Christmas and the expectations of your kids is to set some ground rules. Now that might be some rules that you set with your actual children, might be ones that you set as parents, and ones you set with extended family. I know, for example, we've had problems with parents, my parents or grandparents, extended family, buying too many gifts for the kids. Last year we had, I'm sure Bear got 3 of the same present. It was ridiculous. So we ended up donating a load of it after. So set some rules, set some ground rules as parents, have a budget, set a budget and stick to the budget, okay? Your kids sort of understanding what the presents are is not an indication of how much they love you, all right? So you don't have to go crazy. So set some ground rules. Another really good thing you can imply at Christmas, guys, is Secret Santa. So this is something that's done in offices and done in teams and done in sort of different organizations, but you can do it with your family as well. So you can all do a Secret Santa. And the good thing about Secret Santa is you set the rules. So you say there's a maximum spend, okay? It allows things to happen like making gifts, homemade gifts. You can start to get a little bit creative, but it adds a bit of fun as well. So another really big problem, guys, that we have at Christmas is the focus. A lot of the focus is always around presents, okay? I've just got visions of like big bags and sacks of presents, and I think what can happen is you set yourself up for failure later on in life, because if every year your child expects to get more and more and more, it just gets ridiculous. So the idea is to try and shift the focus away from presents and onto other areas at Christmas, okay? So sit down with your kids and your partner and your wife, husband, family members, and talk about the areas of Christmas that you really enjoy. Okay, so memories of going on trips or going on different experiences at Christmas. I know when I was younger, I used to love going, my mum would work at the hospital, she was a nurse, and I used to love going across in the morning with my brother, Drew, to give her a present or a little card, and to see her at work and to see what was going on the ward that she was working on. So try and shift the focus away from presents, talk about the other areas of Christmas, spending time with family, but involve the children, let them plan what they're going to do on Christmas Day. And if you really are guys struggling with some money or ideas for Christmas, a really good thing to do is to make a list. So I have in one column a list of activities that you'd like to do, and then in another column have a list of gifts. Okay, and tell your children they're allowed to pick 3 of each. Okay, so 3 activities they'd like to do at Christmas and 3 gifts they'd like to choose, but they're allowed to choose 3 from the activity list and 3 from the gift list, and it just makes it easier for you guys as parents to manage financially and expectations as well. Now let's move on to your thought for the day. When you're thinking of buying stuff at Christmas, remember, stuff is fun, okay, but it won't make you happy. Now for your challenge at Christmas, plan to do something different. So on Christmas Day or the lead up to Christmas, plan to do something different. Sit down with your kids and your partner and plan out what it's going to be. Whether it's going to be volunteering your time, okay, so like I said earlier about going to the hospital, the children's wards, donating gifts to a local charity. Do that, plan it out though. So plan it out and get your kids involved. Ask them what they'd like to do. Another good idea, things you can do at Christmas if you've got brothers and sisters, is do a pass it down sort of exercise where older brothers and sisters can actually wrap up some of their presents, some of their clothes, things that their younger siblings would actually like to have at Christmas. They can wrap them up and share them. The older brother or sister will get to see the younger brother or sister's response, see how happy they are, and it sort of brings them a little bit closer together and understands them about sharing, okay? Really good thing to employ with younger children is a get one, give one. So for every new toy they get at Christmas, they have to give one away, whether it's to a friend, a family member, or to a charity. They need to understand they can't hoard gifts. It encourages sharing, and it encourages them to hold on to gifts and be mindful of the ones that they really want to keep and get rid of the ones they don't want to have. Now for your motivator, when we're wrapping up talking about managing your children's expectations at Christmas. As a parent, it is your job and responsibility to set the tone for your kids at Christmas. Christmas is a great time, good time for sharing experiences, having sort of mindful conversations and spending time with the people you care about, doing the things you really enjoy. So make sure you don't spoil it or set your children up for future disappointments if you're unable to sort of adhere to their requests. Alright, I've been Roscoe, this has been MYP. Today has been awesome. Tomorrow I fly to New York. I will still bring you the good stuff. You might be lucky and get an insight for where I am and what I'm doing in New York. Have a great day today, guys, and I will speak to you soon. MYP.